Humans have always questioned the nature of reality. Our eyes detect a limited spectrum of light, and our ears hear a narrow range of sound frequencies. We experience the universe through this limited lens. But what if reality extends beyond our limited perception? The idea that our reality might be a simulation, a highly advanced computer program, is a mind-bending concept. If we are living in a simulation, then everything we experience is simply data being fed to our simulated consciousness. This question has puzzled philosophers and scientists for centuries. The possibility of a simulated reality is no longer confined to the realm of science fiction. To simulate a universe, one would need unimaginable computing power. Every particle, every force, every interaction would have to be calculated and rendered in real time. While simulating an entire universe down to the quantum level might be beyond our current technological capabilities, it's crucial to remember that technology is constantly evolving. Moore's law, which states that computing power doubles approximately every 2 years, has held true for several decades. Furthermore, we might not need to simulate every single atom and quark to create a convincing reality for simulated beings. Just as video games use clever programming shortcuts to render vast and complex worlds, a simulated universe could use similar techniques to optimize its processing power. The simulation would only need to render in detail the parts of the universe that simulated beings are currently interacting with. If we assume that civilizations can survive long enough to harness increasingly powerful computational resources, then the creation of simulated universes might become not just possible, but perhaps even commonplace. Philosopher Nick Bostrom, in his seminal paper, "Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?" presents a compelling argument that suggests we might be living in a simulation. His argument rests on 3 key assumptions. The first assumption is that it is possible to simulate consciousness. If we believe that consciousness is a product of the brain, and that the brain is essentially a biological computer, then it follows that a sufficiently advanced computer could simulate consciousness. The second assumption is that civilizations with the ability to run simulations will continue to exist and develop their technology. The third assumption is that at least some of these advanced civilizations will choose to run ancestor simulations, detailed simulations of their own past, or the evolution of life. If we accept these 3 seemingly plausible assumptions, Bostrom argues, then it becomes highly probable that we are living in a simulation. This is because if even a small fraction of technologically advanced civilizations run ancestor simulations, the number of simulated universes would vastly outnumber the single, original universe. The immense computational power required to run a universe-scale simulation might seem daunting, but there are hypothetical megastructures that could potentially provide such resources. One such concept is the Matryoshka brain. Named after the Russian nesting dolls, a Matryoshka brain is a theoretical megastructure consisting of multiple layers of Dyson spheres, each encompassing a star and harnessing its energy output. These layers would work in concert, with the outermost layer capturing the star's energy and channeling it inward to power increasingly sophisticated computational processes. If even a fraction of the energy output of a star could be harnessed in this way, it could provide the computational power needed to run countless simulated universes. If we are living in a simulation, are there any clues, any glitches in the matrix that might reveal the true nature of our reality? Some proponents of simulation theory point to unexplained phenomena, such as quantum entanglement or the observer effect in quantum mechanics, as potential evidence for a simulated reality. These phenomena, which defy our classical understanding of physics, could be interpreted as artifacts of the simulation itself, limitations in the program that governs our universe. Others suggest that the search for extraterrestrial life, and the Fermi paradox in particular, could be another clue. The Fermi paradox highlights the apparent contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life and the lack of any observable evidence for it. One possible explanation is that we are living in a simulation designed to give us the illusion of being alone in the universe. There is currently no scientific consensus on whether or not we are living in a simulation, and there is no definitive evidence to prove or disprove the theory. The possibility remains an intriguing and thought-provoking concept that continues to capture the imagination of scientists, philosophers, and the public alike.